Alright lads, how you getting on? Welcome to Project Leeds, where we're now in our third season in charge of Leeds United. But before we get into the video, I want to apologise for my month away from making videos. I've been working full time and this is my first weekend back home in a long while. As a reward for last season, we've been given a budget of 256 million to use in the transfer window. So it's time to move on to some of the players which were lacking quality in our squad. The first player to go was Firpo, who even though he was a decent player, I couldn't miss the chance of an extra 22 million to add to our budget. The next player was another Spaniard, Llorente. The 30-year-old had a chance to return back to his home country, and this felt like a realistic move for someone who isn't in our starting lineup anymore. And the final sale was a big one, which I could end up regretting, but we'll see by the end of the season. But an offer came for Everton for our main striker, who at the age of 29 I could see moving on for a bigger contract as he reaches the twilight of his career. We ended up getting 36.5 million for Patrick Bamford. So we had a massive budget to play around with, and the first order of business was to replace Bamford, and I had a former Everton man in my sights. Calvert-Lewin was playing his football in France with Monaco. I could see the 26-year-old wanting to move back to his home country, especially with a team like Leeds who just won the ECL last season. He wouldn't be cheap though, costing us 85 million and putting a big dent into our budget. We now needed to replace our left back, and I had two men scouted for this, and one of them was Ryan Sessegnon, who wasn't starting under Antonio Conte in this career mode. He set us back a further 35.5 million. But last season we lacked cover in this area, so I wanted to improve that this season. And so we turned our head to recently relegated Brentford and their star player Rico Henry. We spent 18.5 million bringing them in. And that concludes all of our summer business, and now we can jump to the end of the season to see how we got on. In the league we had a fantastic season, finishing in third place and guaranteeing Champions League football for us next season. We were only 4 points off the top spot. Aston Villa, Fulham and Sheffield United were all relegated from the Premier League. In the Carabao Cup, we were knocked out in the third round by Liverpool, who would make it as far as the semi-finals, where they were beaten by the Irons. The overall winner of the trophy ended up being Man City. In the FA Cup, we made it to the semis, where Spurs ended up winning 4-2 against us, and they also wouldn't fall short in the final, beating Brentford 1-0 and claiming the old trophy. But our best run came in the Europa League, where we made it all the way to the final, where we're going to play Atletico Madrid. But we have a problem heading into this game, as we had an injury which could prove costly. Meslier was out for 3 months and would miss the final. Let's jump into the gameplay right now. Here's how we line up for the Europa League final. A surprise inclusion is Fraser Forster in goal after Meslier picked up an injury which keep him sidelined for 3 months, I believe. Otherwise the team looks more roughly the same, but Kent gets to start ahead of Aarons, as this would potentially be his last game for Leeds United, as I'll be looking to offload either himself or Dan James in the next window. And we get the game underway. Atletico Madrid start with the ball, and they have a very strong team as they kept João Felix, and they picked up Laporte. They win the ball back. And Phillips get it. He does. Look at Eze. Eze send Kent. He can. Good turn. Gets a shot off. Nearly goes up to Phillips, who loses the ball. At the time recording this, it seems like he's on the way to Man City. So that's going to be a big conversation for next season in charge of Leeds, as we have to see if we're going to offload him or keep him there. I did a poll on TikTok, and I think I had like 300 votes or something, and it was massively in favour of Phillips leaving. Eze. Can get the Calvert-Lewin? Get it off. Oh my god. We should be 1-0 up. Kent, near post. Oh, just wide. Gotta get the press up. Eze leads the line. Can Calvert-Lewin get a loose ball? He tackles it. Eze. Hit off to Calvert-Lewin, who hits the first time. And hits the crossbar again. Or the post. He's just off target. Should be a goal up. Calvert-Lewin let us down in the final. Wondering if Patrick Bamford would have been better off staying with us instead of getting a move to Everton. Can Phillips get the ball back? He can. Kent does ball roll. Lays off to Calvert-Phillips. Or not Calvert-Lewin. Runs down the line. Go back inside. Dan laid off to... Oh, I wanted to give it to Dan James. A little cheeky true ball. Go top. Go on, Grilic. Just get half by João Felix. Only a yellow card. Absolutely smashes Grilic through the back of him. Oh, okay. What a challenge. Oh, Sessegnon. Dan James gets it. Plays off to Calvert-Lewin again. Who does a nice true ball to Dan James. And Dan James sees Eze. Can he get it off? Can he get the second pick? Oh, only able to get the remains.
0-0. We are all over them in this half though. Here. As Barnes. LAKEY gets the crucial blocking. On Fraser Forster. Forster gets safe hands to a big man. Nice attempt from LAKEY there. Oh. Does Session get it? Well played. And James unable to hold it. Grealish gets it. Still has it. Oh, and that's the end of the half. Great first half from us. Very dominant, but unable to capitalise on it all. Still 0-0. Atletico Madrid are still very much in this game. As you can see there, they had a couple of chances to open up the scoring from themselves. So we're very prone to mistakes as well, our defence, but we just need to concentrate. And we're going to get straight into it in the second half. We kick off again, the Johan Cruyff Arena. This time we have the ball. Max Aarons is back to Calvin Sessignon. Can you keep it, get the ball off him? No, can Dan James? Oh no, João Felix gets the ball. Great save from Fraser Forster. Another great save, even though I don't think it was going in, but at least he's determined. The second choice keeper steps up. Is that going in? I don't think so. No, not at all. Better safe than sorry, I suppose. Oh, I get the rebound. Fraser Forster. The big man picks it out. Again, he's only like 70 rated now. You know, he's coming to the end of his career. Or the biggest game he's probably ever played. Oh. And James. Looking on to Calvert-Lewin. And we get our goal. Calvert-Lewin makes up for the earlier misses. And sneaks it past Jan Oblak. And gives Leeds the lead in the Europa League final. Lovely team goal. Came from Fraser Forster picking the ball out though. Look at this tidy finish. Just slips it past him. Great ball from Dan James. Lovely. We take the lead, finally, through Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who has 8 goals in 10 matches in Europa League. Sorry. Atletico Madrid are making a sub. Harvey Barnes comes off. Ooh, could be a man you look to bring in to our team next season. And I'm actually going to do the same. I'm going to look to bring a sub on. I'm going to take off Ryan Kent for Brennan Johnson. And that's going to be it for the time being. I'd probably bring on Harvey Arnold or a youth academy player. And James. Right, hits Ryan Kent. Go on, Eze, win it back. Unlucky. Phillips. Grealish. Great effort. Forcing a diving save from Jan Oblak. Lovely shot. If it wasn't against one of the best goalkeepers in the world, I think we would have had a second goal. Wide to Dan James. Oh, Calvert-Lewin could have got a hit to it. Hit it back. LAKEY, the former Palace man, former Chelsea man. And now, the harder our defence. Club Brugge. Oh no. Fraser Forster with another super save. The man of match of the final so far. Oh. Tyrell is coming on for Atletico Madrid, who was linked with a move to Man United in real life. We're not linked, the bid's been submitted, it's up to the player now. It's either between Man United or Olympique Lyon. Ooh, good first effort from him. Potentially Man United bound man. Oh, they're pushing well. Shackleton gets it. Can he drive? Look it on to Calvert-Lewin. Oh, unlucky. Felix whips it into the box. And we clear it. Time to try drive. Get one more goal in this final. Nice skill. Head off to Dan James. What can we do here? Lose the ball. Takes free kick. Let's take free kick. Not allowed to take free kick. We are allowed to take free kick. Right. Can we end the final on a high note? I'm pretty sure it's pretty much guaranteed. Look, we'll bring Harvey Arnold on. Might even take the free kick. See if a hero can be made. Legend of the game. Waste a bit more time with it too. Can he score it? Unfortunately, not enough behind it, but it doesn't matter because in the end, we finish as champions of the Europa League, guaranteeing a spot into the Champions League. Even though I think we finished fourth this season, or third, so it was guaranteed anyway. But it's just good to have it. We had a second trophy to our collection, another European title. We won the Europa Conference League. We've now won the Europa League. Can we now go on to do one more better next season and potentially win the Champions League in the first time in the competition? As Phil lifts up the trophy and Leeds are champions, we're going to have a look at the ratings by the end of the season and our team stats. And let's look at them. Let's look at those now.
Our highest rated players ended up being LAKEY and Phillips. But unfortunately, Phillips will be leaving us next season as he's joined Man City in real life, and I'm trying to keep this career mode as realistic as possible. Our top goal scorer was Calvert-Lewin with 22 goals, and our top assister was Dan James with 13 assists. And we've now reached the end of our third season in charge. If you liked the video, please like the vid and sub if you haven't already. Hopefully it won't take me as long as a month to make the next video, so I hope to see you all again very soon.